Hello there. Let me give you a quick introduction to the search for Shankara, which is also known as the Shankara Project. This is, as I said, a quick introduction. If you want more details, you can go to the YouTube channel, which is known as the Search for Shankara as well, and get many more detailed videos about this project. So, what is the Shankara Project? The Shankara project basically involves conducting surveys across the country and compiling evidence, hard evidence on the ground about images. So you see here images, inscriptions, and shrines related to Shankara and dating some of these images. Now, these are field surveys in which the data above the ground will be compiled. Likewise, we also intend to identify potential sites related to Shankara and excavate below the ground, catalog the finds, and date the important ones. This project is expected to be executed across the country, which means surveys and excavations across the country by a small team of a couple of archaeologists, a Sanskrit and a Malayalam scholar, and a couple of documentation specialists. The duration of this project is fairly long. It's expected to be about 7 years. And the project is expected to commence right now. We are in June 2023, and we need to commence this project right away. And why is that? This is because a couple of the sites associated with Adi Shankara, you can see here, this is um, a place in Kaladi where the most ancient structure associated with Shankara, the Bhagavati temple, his family temple, was located. Uh, this is an endangered site, and we need to begin excavating it right away. The other spot is the old paleo channels, the old course of the river in Kaladi, of the Periyar River, and that too is facing possible encroachment, and that needs to be excavated right away. Now, simultaneously, we also intend to do a detailed study of the texts in Malayalam, Sanskrit, and also in the vernacular languages like Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, etc. And based on the results of this and the archaeological literature, we intend to conduct field surveys across the nation. And as I mentioned, these field surveys will be driven by the literature review. Now, already based on field surveys in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, 7 sites have been identified in Kerala and one in Gujarat that need to be excavated, and they will be excavated, beginning immediately with the 2 sites and then following up with the other remaining 5 sites in Kerala and one in Gujarat. Once as the field surveys go on, additional sites in the north and the other parts of the country might be identified, which will be added to the list of excavations. Now, you may ask, what is the necessity of this project? The project basically is very essential, and the reason is because we know very little bit about Shankara. And the reason we know very little bit about Shankara is because his biographies are far removed from his time, and they are actually very late biographies. The second reason is that besides the 2 endangered sites I mentioned, the pace of development, construction, and urbanization is so rapid in India that the remaining sites uh, connected to Shankara will likely get either damaged, destroyed, encroached, or constructed over in the next few years to come. This is why we have to rapidly begin the surveys and excavations and complete this project, if possible, even before the plan of 7 years. Now, what do we expect to be the outcome from this project? First, because we would have gathered a whole variety of evidence, a whole lot of evidence about Shankara from above and below the ground, we can construct a more fact-based biography of Shankara, and that would rely on the latest scientific methods and the archaeological methods. Now, we would have identified, as I mentioned earlier, several structures related to Shankara, which would need to be preserved, and these sites we would then work with the ASI or with the State Archaeology Department for them to preserve these structures in situ. And in addition to that, the finds and the other evidence that have been located, we need to be able to, exhibit them somewhere in the future. So at this point, we only intend to gather, compile, catalog, date the finds and the evidence on the ground. But we also have to have some ideas about future where we exhibit these finds and evidence. Now, in this project, people with any skill set, I mean, I cannot imagine any skill set which is not relevant. People from pretty much any skill set are welcome to participate, volunteer, and help us. In addition to that, there is a need for a tremendous amount of equipment like computers, office space, cameras, etc. And we really appreciate if people can give us in-kind donation, which we can use of a good quality that we can use in the project. And as I mentioned, we need an immediate infusion of cash or finance because this is a very large project and it is going to cost us about 7 crores. And we just have to get it started and completed rapidly. Now, this is a very brief video, and if you want to see more details, you can go to the YouTube channel, search for Shankara, and there are many more videos there. You're welcome to contact me by phone on this particular email, on this particular phone number, or by email at searchforshankara@gmail.com. Thank you, and look forward to your support and contributions. Thank you very much.